liquid temper paints. We're very excited to use these. However, the way we use them is very important. Which one of these would you rather use when you get out the liquid temper paint? Would you rather use the top one or the bottom one? Think about it for a second. I'm gonna bet most of you would rather use the top ones. Why is that? Because they're clean. They look better. The colors are cleaner. So we're going to review how to keep our paints nice and clean so that for everybody that uses them, they look fantastic. So pay attention to the setup and how we use these. The liquid temper paint is kept in this shelf right behind the red table. So if you look, there are the containers that have the paint in them, and this is also where the large buckets of water are kept. So we're going to review how to fill up your water and how to use these paints. To get your water, you're going to walk over, grab one of the buckets, dunk it into the water. You do not fill it the whole way. Halfway is probably good. A third of the way is probably good. You don't have to fill it the whole way. You don't need that much water. And you're going to walk that container back to your spot. Your setup is the same. Messy mat, brushes, whether you're painting on a sculpture or a piece of paper, your paints, the water, and a plate if you need to mix any water. Notice that any brush will work with liquid temper paint. Green, splotch, whatever. So we do not want our paints to look like this. So I'm going to show you the proper way to use the paints in order to keep them clean. Here's the sculpture I'm working on. I'm painting away, painting. Now I need to get that green off. I put it into the water. I can't just do a soup swirl. I have to rub the brush on the side of the jar and then wipe it off. Now my brush is nice and clean and I can go get a new color and continue painting. So here I am painting away. And as soon as I decide I need to change colors, which will happen here in a second, I have blue. I have to rinse. Rub it on the bottom and the sides to get it nice and clean. Wipe it on the sponge. Now I can go get a new color. I'm going to do pink. That is how we keep the paints nice and clean. If you do not rub and scrub the brush on the side of the water jar and you do not get it wiped off, then our paints will look horrible. But we're going to keep doing this. Again, rinse the brush, rub it on the side of the jar, rub it on the bottom, wipe it off. To keep our paints clean, look at that, look how good those look. Oh my goodness. But if we don't do that, this is the way our paints are going to look, which is not great. So once again, top one is good, bottom one is bad. If you do not wipe off your brush after rinsing it, then it will end up looking like the bottom. Cleanup is exactly the same as all of the rest. You're going to dump your water, you're going to wash your brush, you're going to put it back. None of that is different. All of this is exactly the same as we have done every single time. I expect everyone's paint to look like the top part, not the bottom part. That's it. That's all you need to know to use the liquid tempera paint. After cleanup, this is the way this station should look. It shouldn't be a hot mess. Things should be lidded, stacked neatly, back in the spot where they go, so that the next people can use the liquid tempera paint. That's it. That's all I have. Make sure you use these properly. Thanks so much. Enjoy painting with the liquid tempera paint.